Hello everyone, I'm Michelle Smith and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, then welcome. I'm so happy you found me. I have a Halloween DIY for you today. In today's crafting adventure, I'm going to show you step by step how I created this adorable Hocus Pocus Halloween wreath. My Dollar Tree hasn't put out any of their signs yet, so I had to go through my stash to make this wreath. Let me show you how to make it. For today's project, you're going to need one of the 18-inch wreath forms that you can pick up at Dollar Tree. Now the reason why I decided to go with the 18-inch wreath form is because my sign is rather large and I do want to add a lot of other embellishments to the wreath, so I wanted to make sure I had plenty of room for that. You will need 8 rolls of Dollar Tree black deco mesh, and you'll also need a package of black pipe cleaners cut in half. You want to take the ends of each roll of mesh and scrunch them together. We're going to be doing the poof or bubble method. I've heard this method called either. Now usually this method was done using 10-inch or 21-inch deco mesh. Putting 2 rolls together like this was my solution to using Dollar Tree deco mesh and the poof or bubble method. So take those ends, you want to squeeze them together, run your pipe cleaner around, make sure they're nice and secure. Now on this wreath, it only has 3 rings, which for this method is fine. We're going to be attaching solely to the center ring here. Now in between each crossbar is a section, and in each section you will be placing about 10 poofs. And we'll be measuring our poofs today at 10 inches. To attach your deco mesh, start it on a crossbar. That'll make it nice and secure. Just pull it to the back, give it a twist. And then I always like to take my ends and fold it back through the pipe cleaners and then twist it down again. I just want to make sure that doesn't come undone or apart while I'm working on it. Then you can trim off any excess. And same thing with the pipe cleaners on this. Trim it. And then I kind of push them forward. Once the wreath is done, you won't be able to see those. We're going to be measuring our poofs at 10 inches, and you want to start to measure right here at the crossbar where you attached it. Measure at 10 inches, pinch. Wrap a pipe cleaner around. Get it nice and tight and give it a twist. Then you're going to place your pipe cleaners on either side of that center bar. Pull it to the back, give another twist or 2. Trim your pipe cleaners, and then you can go ahead and push those forward and then push over your loop. And then that's it. You just keep measuring at 10 inches, pinch, add a pipe cleaner, and then tie it onto the frame, onto the center bar. I have one section complete. I put in 10 poofs in one section, and I think it filled it in nicely. Now I have not gone in and opened up my poofs. I may not do that on this. I need a nice dense solid background, so we'll see what it looks like when I get done. I'm going to continue here and finish filling up the base of my wreath, and then I'll come back and we can move forward. I have my base all done, and it did take 8 rolls of the deco mesh. Now I just left it the way it was. I'm not going to go through and fluff out. I like it a little bit more dense for this wreath. And here on the back it looks nice and clean, and I attached all my pipe cleaners just to the center bar. We're going to work on our ribbon now. These are the 3 patterns that I've chosen. You can get all of them from Dollar Tree in their Halloween section. They are all 2.5 inch at 108 inches or 3 yards. You'll want to cut your ribbon into 10-inch strips, and you'll need 6 of each design. I have my ribbon cut. We're going to be making our bundles now. I'm going to start with this one in the background. Just find the center and pinch. I'm going to go with the black one. And then I want this one on top. You want to lay them down crisscross and then wrap your pipe cleaner around to the back. Now I decided on this one I'm not going to dovetail my ends. I'm going to keep them flat. I just kind of pull up and then bend. And that's what your little bundle should look like, and you will need 6. We're going to work on the bow now. I did pull out one additional ribbon, and it's this one with the black background and the spider web. I had this left over from a previous project. I also picked this up from Dollar Tree. I'm going to start with this ribbon first. I'm going to measure my tail at 8 inches and pinch. You want to slide that down in between the 2 large dowel rods. Now on your tails you want the nice pattern to face up, but once you come through and you start to do your loops, you need to twist that so that the nice pattern is facing down. And I'm going to make my first loops here at 5 inches. Next I'm going to go to this ribbon, measure my tail at 8 inches. And on this one I'm going to measure my loops at 4 inches. Eight inches. And on this one I'm also going to measure my loops at 4 inches and do 1 on either side. And then on this ribbon, I'm going to measure my tails only at 6 inches. And I'm going to do my loops at 3 inches, and I'm going to do 2 on either side. Now while your ribbon is in there, before you tie it down, you can go through and kind of play with your bow, check your loops, make sure everything looks right before you tie it down. Now I have this piece of ribbon left, and let's see, it is about 19.5 inches. I'm going to take a piece and roll it over itself for the center bump in my bow. Then I'm going to take the rest, put it in a loop so it covers itself by about 1 inch. Press that down to find the center. I'm going to scrunch and place that in. Then you need a full-length pipe cleaner. I always like to slide that down on one side. I just kind of pull it on up. That lets me lift out my bow. Make sure I get that right in the center, and you want to make sure you keep it nice and stacked. Now I'm going to add my little center loop here. I'm going to run the pipe cleaners through. That pulled all the way to the back nice and tight, and give it a good twist. Then just go through and open up your loops and pull your tails if you want to pull them down, or make them kind of come out all around, however you want to do it. And this is what your bow should approximately look like. Now this is the sign that we're going to be using today. I picked this up last year or the year before, and I'm not sure if I got it from Dollar General or if I got it from the 99-cent store. Here is the tag on the back. Dollar Tree hasn't gotten in their signs yet, so I had to go into my stash. Now to set this up to go on your wreath, the hole here where the ribbon was to hang the sign, you want to pull some floral wire through, twist it. And then I glued on 4 pipe cleaners here so I can attach it in 4 sections. Now I do like to use a combination of the pipe cleaners and floral wire. In case this goes outside and there's any extreme heat or cold, hot glue can fail, but the floral wire won't. So if there's any issue with the hot glue, I know the sign's not going to fall off because I've also added that floral wire. Now I like my signs to sit right up on top of my deco mesh, and I usually like them in the middle, which is where I'm going to put this one. And to attach it, you just take your pipe cleaners and your floral wire, separate your mesh, and then attach it there onto the frame in the back. Now you can attach them wherever you need to on the frame to get your sign to sit where you want it to sit. Now I have my sign on. It's nice and sturdy. It's not going to go anywhere. So I'm going to place my bow. And I want to put my bow right up at the top here, kind of kitty corner, so I can fan my little tails out. You just take your pipe cleaners, feed it down through the mesh, and attach it to the bar in the back. I have my bow on. I'm really happy with that. Now I'm going to place my ribbon bundles, and I'm just going to strategically place them around the rest of the wreath to fill in. And you do the same thing. You use your pipe cleaners, feed it through the mesh, and attach it to the bar in the back. I have all of my ribbon bundles in. I think it looks fantastic. I'm so pleased with that. I think it goes very well with the sign. I have 2 packages of the Crafter Square ornaments for Halloween. This one comes with the black glitter balls and the orange with the spider webs. I'm only going to be using the black ones. And I'm going to take these and I'm going to hot glue them right into the center of each of my ribbon bundles. I just add the hot glue to the hanger here. You just need a good amount so that it glues in properly. Make sure that your ribbons are nice and separated, and then place that right down in the center. I really like that. I'm going to get the rest of my ornaments glued in. And there you go. We are all done. I am really happy with the final product. Now I did a little adjustment here on the bow. I didn't like the center little bump, so I removed that. But I'm very happy with the end result. I think the little glitter ornaments were the perfect final addition to finish off this Halloween wreath. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up and show me some love in the comments. This really does help support my channel. I hope everyone is staying happy, healthy, and strong. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.